Today, students, you're going to be learning about informative writing and how to construct an introductory paragraph. We're going to go over the information first in this PowerPoint, and then you will fill out the guide that you grabbed before you left my class today. So, informative writing, how to construct your ideas. So, yesterday we talked about planning and planning out an essay. So based on the topic that you are going to choose, you are now going to plan the introduction, which is our very first paragraph of your essay. So the first thing we always need is a good hook. A hook is a statement used at the beginning of your essay that gets your reader's attention. You want to hook your reader. You want to make them want more. You will find a list of hooks on the handout that you took from class today. There are many ways to hook your reader. The first one is through a question. You can ask the reader a question that relates to the topic of the paper. For example, have you ever been out of the country? Well, I have. Over spring break, my family went to Mexico. We did some fun things while we were there, but my favorite was swimming with dolphins. The very first sentence, have you ever been out to the country, is a hook. That is how I'm hooking my reader with a question. This is probably one of the easiest hooks to use. The next hook is a quote. This one is my favorite one to use as a writer. This one allows us to use a quote, either famous or one from research that relates to the topic of the paper. Now, this example here is for a narrative, but another quote might be one from the topic that you're researching or one that you're looking for, and typically famous quotes are ones that are the best to use. Next is a description. So you can just go ahead and describe the topic to get the reader excited to hear more. Remember, we want to hook them in because it's the first sentence that really gets the reader engaged to wanting to read more. So this one uses a description piece. So look at the example. Imagine the smell of burnt marshmallows, melting chocolate, and a roaring campfire. So again, I'm starting to visualize that's my hook of describing, and I already know that I have something to do with camping and roasting marshmallows. Another great way to hook your reader is an amazing fact. This is going to be a statistic or a fact about your topic that will have the reader interested in learning more. So for example, San Francisco is 1,500 miles away from my house, and over spring break my family drove to there. So 1,500 miles, that's a fact about how far away San Francisco is, which may hook your reader into wanting to learn more. The last one is a statistic about your topic that will catch your reader's attention. Statistics come in the form of percentages. So I want to find statistics that relate to my topic. 25% of kids in my class didn't go anywhere for spring break. So again, that's hooking my reader using a statistic. Oh, sorry, and one more, using a personal opinion of the author to catch the attention. Parents shouldn't be allowed to torture their kids by keeping them at home over spring break. Again, that's an opinion statement. It's a little bit dramatic, but it will catch my reader's attention. So after I have my hook sentence, then you want to list the 3 main ideas you have about your topic. Remember, these main ideas must be broad enough to stand alone as a paragraph. We are writing a compare and contrast essay. So we want to make sure we're listing out a comparison, similar, and a difference in our introduction, but just one sentence, we're just listing them out, okay? Main idea 1, 2, and 3 should all be able to fit into one sentence. I feel as though school is entertaining, challenging, and an adventure. Number statements, the 3 reasons why I like school are, or I would say the 3 ways that middle school is similar to elementary are, and the 3 ways they are different are. So I'm giving and listing out ideas that show similarities and differences. So here's an example introduction. The red is my hook. Middle school is like stepping into a whole new world. I found myself going through so many changes all at once. The green line will represent my main idea. I made new friends, I found out how to open a locker, and I started taking more responsibility in my own learning. I can see now why they call it middle school. You're in the middle of everything. So those are some tips on how to write your introduction. What you are going to do now is complete the handout using some of the guide that is found on the left-hand side. You're going to plan out each sentence from your hook to stating your main idea, and then you want to always end your sentence of the introduction with your thesis or claim that catches, again, that reader's attention. Bring your paper prepared tomorrow to class.